Only the best 18-year-old defensemen stick around full-time in the NHL, and Matthew Schaefer looks to be next in line. The Islanders' first overall pick in 2025 put on an early season masterclass against the San Jose Sharks and showed just how special he could be.
Schaefer over the line for Palmieri. Schaefer went to the net. Palmieri goes across for Duclair. Didn't get a lot on it. Schaefer scores! Matthew Schaefer. A multi-point game, and it's 4-2 New York.
All of us at Elite Prospects fell in love with Matthew Schaefer's tremendous skating and two-way game over the course of last season. But if you asked any of us in the summer whether we thought a defenseman who turns 18 in September and who played fewer than 20 games in his draft year would not only play in the NHL but thrive while averaging almost 23 minutes a night, the answer would have been no. But that's exactly what Schaefer's done so far. We'll watch his best game of the season, highlight the details that make him one of the league's most promising young defensemen, and how those details have made his transition to the NHL look seamless. In his first shift of the game, Schaefer comfortably wins a race to the dump-in. Then he softly chips the puck down the wall to Mayfield before repositioning. On the ensuing turnover, he steps out to challenge his check in the slot before jumping on the loose puck. Then he draws a check with a quick hip fake before sliding a backhand pass for a clean exit and a scoring chance.
Barzal across for Duclair to the net, and Askarov in traffic with Barzal driving.
On this shift, we see some solid rush defending details. He matches the carrier's footwork on the entry, gets his stick inside the carrier's range to disrupt, and then leans him into the boards. The puck moves up to the F2, he thinks about activating but senses trouble, so he brakes hard in the slot, allowing him to prevent a high danger chance. Then he battles hard at the net front throughout the ensuing cycle.
The hot hand, and he shot it wide. And the hat trick 2 games ago.
We see a lot of elite defensive details throughout Schaefer's game, and a lot of mature habits too. He's constantly winning puck battles by layering his stick and body, and he already plays inside the Islanders system very well. New York plays a man-to-man coverage in their own zone, and Schaefer's constant scanning allows him to rotate checks comfortably, a big part of why he's been so effective in the NHL.
His pass, high slot, tried to return it. Heineman had him locked up. Mayfield dropped his stick. Eklund had a chance on it.
The other key to his NHL success has been his compete level. Schaefer isn't the biggest, but he's highly engaged physically, especially around his own net.
Hands off. It's Eklund with a sharp angle shot along the ice, stopped by Sorokin. Islanders get it up and out.
Schaefer's level of composure is also out of this world for his age, which is another part of why his transition to the NHL has looked so smooth. Here he has to track back after a broken play in the offensive zone. His goalie puts him in a bit of trouble, but he reacts quickly under pressure, finding a quick and simple outlet off the boards for a clean exit. He follows that up with 2 great interventions at the blue line to keep the puck out of his zone.
Same thing. That's what's going to start this New York Islanders offense. Another great play by Schaefer there.
Who just had his first enter on the drop.
On this next shift, we see Schaefer's only rookie mistake of the game. As he backtracks to cover the 2-on-1, he leaves a bit of a loose gap and stops covering the passing lane on the entry. Maybe he was reading the carrier's eyes, maybe he overestimated his teammate's ability to cover the pass, maybe both, but the puck ends up in the back of his net.
Colin Craft, a short-handed goal.
Coming up.
Horvat.
What's impressive about Schaefer, however, is that he doesn't let these mistakes shake his confidence. He heads back on the ice for that same power play, and immediately gets to work, circulating pucks from the blue line and using lateral movement to create new looks.
Palmieri on the goal line. No option to go to Drouin, who was surrounded by Sharks in the slot. Barzal from the dot. Nothing there. Letty watching him closely. The pass fit out for Schaefer right at the blue line. Barzal once again. He drives to the net. The backhand all the way through. They score! Bo Horvat again for the second power play unit.
He also plays a penalty kill and does it really well. Here he wins the race to the back wall, identifies that he's about to get double teamed, and initiates the board pin to kill some seconds off the clock. He then follows that up with second and third efforts to move the puck up the ice.
Decision to be made, could be sent back to Junior if they so choose. He's trying to make sure he stays on the roster. It was Celebrini who got in the way.
This was a great momentum-building shift for Schaefer. He starts it off with a smart rotation with his partner before exploding up the ice, past Celebrini, and dumping the puck in. Instead of chasing the dump in himself, he makes a smart decision and sits back. As a puck moves the other way, he reads the weak side pass, keeps his stick to the inside while closing the gap, and easily neutralizes Celebrini on the entry. His slip pass to the middle is picked off, so he regroups and makes a good play off the wall.
9 of those games he gets to play a pen.
Would you send one of your best players down to the minors for the sake of it?
Then he pinches in the neutral zone, and then finally, he supports his D partner on the retrieval and easily connects with a teammate in the middle for a controlled breakout. From start to finish on that sequence, Schaefer just seemed to string together great decisions effortlessly.
Backhand feed for Schaefer. Islanders
To do it with Barzal, how he rags on.
This is a full shift that led to Schaefer's goal. He starts by passing down the flank to Barzal and then activating down the dot lane, allowing Barzal to rotate with him. A great defensive play pushes them back into their own zone, so Schaefer reloads and builds speed in transition.
5 games away from 800 for
The carrier goes to the weak side instead of passing to Schaefer in the neutral zone, which leads to a broken zone entry, but Schaefer still supports and starts a cycle.
Palmieri got away from Nick Leddy. Now Barzal kicked out by Askarov.
He then steps up in the neutral zone to pick off a pass and builds speed under the puck again.
Now Barzal looking to escape Jeff Skinner.
A couple of give and goes later, and he's at the side of the opposing net, which draws 2 defenders' attention away from Duclair for a great scoring chance. He then has the presence of mind to rotate to the goal mouth for a rebound chance for his goal. He sprinted every correct route on his way to his goal here. Just a great sequence overall.
2. And now a penalty upcoming on San Jose. But what a
From that point onwards, Schaefer's confidence only grew, and he started to flash some carry skills. His stutter step at the blue line here completely fools Macklin Celebrini to set up a chance, and he got a lot more comfortable pushing up the ice to create chances.
With a burst of speed, hands off for Holmstrom. There's the going the length of the ice. Islanders haven't scored 3 power.
He also gained more confidence as the Islanders' top power play quarterback, showing off some more advanced ideas.
Palmieri or Drouin. Or it's Bo Horvat.
Like look-off passes through an opponent's triangle.
Horvat to Schaefer. Schaefer across. Drouin loads it up, doesn't shoot. Schaefer straight away. He'll play it for Barzal. Barzal looking to the front.
And hip fakes to shift defensive formations.
Schaefer twisting and turning.
He consistently adjusts his position from the point, moving his feet to flow with the play and offer support. The puck eventually makes his way to him at the point, and he identifies that Palmieri's open at the net front, so he puts a well-placed shot on net, creating a ton of havoc at the net front.
A couple of whacks at the rebound, and it stayed out.
He's not done there either. As Barzal goes around the net, Schaefer identifies that the defensive formation of the San Jose Sharks has collapsed around the crease, and that he has a bunch of space to walk in and take a shot from the dot.
One-timer off the pad of Askarov. San Jose gets it cleared. Nobody on this side of the ice in Ferraro.
What's so impressive about Schaefer at this stage of his career is that for all the skill he has, he never overdoes it. He doesn't favor offense over defense. He always offers support down low and always understands his assignments off the cycle. It's one thing to know where to go and who to cover, but it's another thing to do so effectively. Schaefer does both, with his combination of great scanning habits and strong defensive motor.
Ferraro across the ice towards Orlov. A wrister right to the breadbasket.
Chemistry just continues.
It's easy to get overconfident at this age and overdo it after a great goal, but Schaefer already understands the importance of simplicity. Here he grabs a pass off the wall, identifies that he's about to be pressured, and instead of stepping inside or taking on the forechecker, he protects the 2-goal lead by chipping the puck into an area that Barzal can skate into.
Backspin for Barzal. Barzal for Duclair all alone in the tap-in try. And somebody pointed out.
This shift is probably the best example of Schaefer's maturity. He receives the puck at the blue line, and could start attacking down the middle, but he sees that his teammates are ready to work the cycle, so he throws it off the backboards. He receives the puck up the wall again, this time in motion, and makes a tap pass down the wall to Barzal. The puck goes the other way, and as soon as Eklund gets the puck, he commits fully, separating him from the puck. He offers wall support, and he could have gone for the backhand middle pass, but that's a high-risk play. He chooses to go off the glass instead. On the delayed offside, he understandably anticipates a dump and change, but this time his opponent makes a great play down the middle, and his skating allows Schaefer to get his stick in the release. He ends his shift with a breakup behind the net and a clean dump out. Simple, mature hockey.
This season, that's tied with Bo Horvat for the most on the Islanders team.
Schaefer's brain already operates at an NHL pace. He scans mid-stride on his retrievals, and is already thinking about his next play before he gets the puck. This is usually a defenseman's biggest hurdle to the NHL, and Schaefer's already managing it with confidence at 18 years old.
Reeves on the off night on Sunday when they got...
What you just heard there was Schaefer screaming for the puck from Sorokin in order to set up the weak side exit.
So he's not really a fresh bodies out there. Sharks trying to scramble back in. It went off Mayfield.
It's no surprise then that Schaefer's last assignment of the game was to preserve a 1-goal lead with a minute left and the opposing net empty. We'll let this whole clip roll as you see Schaefer throw himself headfirst in the wave shots, defend the house, and clear the puck out, while we recap why he's been so successful. Ask any young player or AHL call-up what the toughest thing about the NHL game is, and in different ways they'll all point to the pace being much faster. Schaefer's scanning habits, mature decision-making, and high-end skating have allowed him to adapt wonderfully to the NHL pace, while his high-end compete level and defensive motor have allowed him to take on big minutes and big moments without looking out of place. As long as he continues to fine-tune his gap control, further leans into his confidence, and continues to explore more advanced on-puck ideas, there is nothing stopping Schaefer from becoming a top-pair NHL defenseman, and one of the best two-way puck movers in the league.
Puck stuck there, underneath some bodies. One more shot, and there's a block by Anders Lee. 2 seconds and 1, and it's over! The Islanders have won.
So that's it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please remember to like and subscribe. You can also visit the news section of EliteProspects.com for more prospects analysis.